Yeah, this week, Iowa Senator Joni Ernst announced she won't seek a third term, but nearly identically at the right time, an Iowa Congresswoman jumped into the fray, announcing she will try to keep that seat red. Joining us now is new U.S. Senate candidate and current Iowa Republican Congresswoman Ashley Hinson. Good morning, Congresswoman. So you made it official on X this week, posting in part, "I'm all in. I'm running for the United States Senate to fight alongside President Trump, deliver on the America First agenda." You know, you've had some challenging, difficult, close House races, but Iowa's ruby red at the statewide.
Yeah, and we're going to keep it ruby red. Thank you for having me this morning. I appreciate the opportunity to connect with your viewers. And I am excited to step up and run for the United States Senate. President Trump does need a strong ally in the U.S. Senate, and I look forward to working with him on Iowans' priorities. I'm out in the district all the time. I'm going to be launching my 99-county tour because those priorities are my priorities, and I think we've already executed on a lot of those when it comes to cutting taxes, protecting the border, making sure we're protecting Iowa agriculture. So I'm very excited to step up and run, and want to say thank you to Senator Ernst for her service to our great state. She's just been a true inspiration to me and to so many Iowans. I think Iowa is so much better because of her service.
Yeah, and as you know, your district has been competitive in recent elections. I know you flipped your current seat 5 years ago. The senator you're trying to replace, Joni Ernst, was only reelected about 6 points in that same year. But as you mentioned, she's been widely popular in the state of Iowa. What do you think your biggest challenges are as you kick off this campaign?
Well, for me, my governing philosophy is not changing. I've had 22 counties of the state that I think I've turned from a Democrat district to a pretty safe Republican district. I won last cycle by 15 points in my seat, and it's because I have continued to focus on Iowa common sense. It is about keeping boys out of girls' sports. It's protecting our border. It's lowering taxes and standing up for agriculture and our farmers. And if I think we can continue that process over the whole state, I think Iowans will be with us. When you look at what the left is offering, they want Iowa to look more like the state of California, where they continue to prioritize illegal immigrants and again want to inject that woke gender nonsense into our classrooms, right? So I think the contrast is very clear. Democrats have no leader, no message, and low popularity. Republicans are the party of common sense, and that's what I will continue to bring to the table as a working mom in Iowa.
Yeah, Congresswoman, as you and I both know, I mean, I campaigned for you back in 2020 when you were flipping that seat. That was a close race. Yes. Do you worry, though, that you jumping to the Senate might open that seat back up to going blue, which could put the Republican majority in the House in jeopardy?
You know what? I'm not worried at all because, again, to the point I just made about what the Democrats continue to double down on, no matter who our Republican candidate is, we're going to hold this seat and keep Iowa ruby red because Iowa candidates are going to be out there hitting that pavement on the bus like we were back in the day in 2020 when we were out campaigning. We're going to make sure we're connecting with voters in every corner of the state where they are and continuing that positive message of solid conservative leadership. And so I'm confident we're going to be able to hold that seat and take all of our congressional seats so we can keep that House majority and grow it.
Those are some fun bus tours.
And quickly, while I have you here, I do want to ask you about the renaming, essentially, of the big, beautiful bill to now the Working Families Tax Cut. Why is that so important?
Yeah, well, I've been calling it the Working Families Tax Cut for weeks as I've been out doing town halls in my district because that's really what it is. It prioritizes the taxpayers, the hardworking taxpayers of Iowa's 2nd District and of our state. If we didn't pass that bill, Iowans would have seen a huge, massive tax increase, and this country would have seen a $4 trillion tax increase. For the average family in my district, that's about 7 weeks worth of groceries for a family of 4. So when you look at what we were able to do, target that tax relief to middle-class workers, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and then that relief for our seniors. That's why getting out there and going on offense on the president's agenda and what we've been able to accomplish in this first 8 months is so important. So I look forward to talking more with Iowans about the Working Families Tax Cut bill and all of the great provisions in there for them.
All right. Iowa Congresswoman and Senate candidate Ashley Hinson. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.